So this is a recap for live stream 306, I believe. And we can see here that I am actually using a different chart. I'm actually using my TradingView charts, and that's because I was having some issues with NinjaTrader early on in the morning, and pretty much couldn't fix the issues. So therefore, I had to trade using TradingView. So let's talk about the trades I've taken. So talked about the adjustments I'll be making over on gold, that I'll be going down to the 30-second chart rather than use a 5 minute that I started with. So the first trade, I in fact took a long trade, realized my error. I went long below the 500 EMA and the VWAP here. Realized my error, adjusted my stop to break even. Well, stopped out for break even on that trade right there. So entered, actually, let's see. Maybe I'll be able to put my executions on. Trading execution labels. It doesn't look great, does it? Yeah, we'll keep them on the charts for now anyway. So went long at 50.9, exited at 51.6 for break even pretty much. Did we exit at 51.6? No, 51.1. After that, I took the trade I should have been looking to take, which is a short trade. Price came up into this box here. This is our support resistance box. And from there, I decided to take a short. Shorted 51.6. Target was down at 47.8. Now I took profits early at 49.1 because I thought the target was pretty far away. And also the fact that we're just after 1 Eastern time. So took profit a little bit early rather than allow it to get down to the true target, which would have been 47.8. So took profit there, and the original target of 47.8 would have been hit. We've seen price head all the way down to the 40, down to the 340s, where we found support over previous days on our friends over at gold. More recently, we can see here what appears to be some sort of news event that's come out at about just after 2 Eastern time. Seeing this big rally here to the upside. I already finished trading by this time, but it's pretty nice. 207 tick rally there. So over on over on NQ, it wasn't quite smooth sailing. So over here, came into the market, thought I would be seeing, I marked this out as a potential A+ setup. Thought I could see the continuation to the upside, so needed a pullback. So after this candle here, was looking to go long, waited, eventually got the entry. I went long here, and you can ultimately we're going to see that I made too many executions, to be honest, but let's talk about them. So went long with the right amount. Eventually prices kept on stalling. There was the opportunity to get out, but I decided that no, I'll just hold the position. Added to the position here at the 07s, looking to take profits pretty early on at the 11s. Managed to do that. Prices came down. Added to that position. Had a fairly tight stop just below these lows here. Was stopped out there. Prices came back off the VWAP, went long again, thinking that prices may go revisit the highs. And eventually price came, hold on, what happened there? So was stopped out, added there as prices came down, was stopped out, then went long. Went long through here, only for price to turn around and stop me out again, which was I went long a couple of times actually. It was eventually stopped out as price came down through the 980s, so lost there. Then went short. Now this was a rather aggressive short. not quite with the trading system, but went short. Prices came up, went short again, added to the position. So now I was in 100 contracts. Designated target was all the way down at 12.25 with a stop up at 11.5. Now I did the same thing I did over on gold. I took profit 50% of just around about 50% of the way to the target. So I took profit here. Thought I could take profit, have the prices come back to the 70.25 and then reshort it for that move down towards probably that 41.25, possibly the 12.25. Well, prices just never rallied to that point, continued to sell, hit the 12.25 to my disappointment. And I was fairly frustrated even though I was positive on the day. Eventually saw prices break down below the 12.25. If we have a look at the 5-minute chart, on the 5-minute chart, just around at 12.25, we've got these lows here, got these lows over here as well. So I was a little bit concerned about those areas. But if we go back, what I did notice was saw volume picking up below that 12.25. So below that 12.25, in and around this area where we've had this low put in before we had a fairly good size rally relative to the market volatility today, 109 points. So sort of volume picking up here as the market was heading to the downside, so decided to go short. So went short pretty much 100 and eventually took profits. Now I was a little bit concerned that the previous low of day was sitting around about 66 to 67. So I was a little bit concerned that the target at 57.75 was a bit too ambitious, but prices eventually did come down, hit the 57.725, and of course, as we can see, went all the way down to 31. Brief rally here, and we've made even new lows down to the 790s. So we've seen that continuation to the downside. Overall, this is the account. So started the day. Let's go down. The last time I traded the account was actually the 4th of June. So started the day at 314.609. So that was a break-even trade on gold. That was a partial take on the gold trade. That was a full take on the gold trade. So that was taking it off, or taking half the position off, full position. This was the entries taken on NQ. That trade taken from the 07s to the 11s for a small gain. Eventually, price came down, stopped out again. And then the much bigger stop out of the trying to buy it off VWAP there. Of course, the trade short that we mentioned that we took, and we took that off early at 41.25 rather than wait for the 9.12.25s. So that was a bit frustrating. And of course, so it's put it in. Oh, there was two. Actually went short twice to get to the full size, and this is the most recent trade. Of course, that's hit the 57.75 over on NQ, and that was pretty much it. So with that, I decided that I'll stop trading for the day. Hopefully my technology issues are fixed, but if not, I'll just continue to trade using TradingView. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Good luck trading. Have a great day.